Let's try to solve this problem. So, see the difference for the exponents. So, for the first one, we have 2 cube. So, 2 cube means the base 2 will be used 3 times as the factor since the exponent is 3. So, 2 cube means 2 times 2 times 2. So, 2 times 2, that's 4, times 2, 8. For the next one, you have negative 2 quantity raised to the third. So when you have a base of negative that is enclosed in the parentheses and you raise that to an exponent, it means that the negative sign is part of the base. So the base is negative 2 and the exponent is 3. So we will have 3 factors of negative 2. So we will have negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2, positive 4. Then times negative 2, negative 8. Next, we have negative 2 cube. So this negative is not part of the base because we don't enclose them in the parentheses, right? So this negative is just the sign of the simplified version of 2 cube. So just copy the negative sign and then perform 2 cubes. So 3 factors of 2. So 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2, it's 4, times 2, it's 8. And then don't forget the sign negative. Next, we have negative of negative 2 cube. So, we have a base of negative 2. It's enclosed in the parentheses. And then we have another sign of negative outside. So, just copy that sign negative and then simplify negative 2 quantity cube. So, 3 factors again of negative 2. So, negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So, negative 2 times negative 2, that's positive 4. Times negative 2, that's negative 8. But you still have a negative sign in front. So, negative times negative 8, that will be positive 8. Next, 2 to the negative 3. So, when you have a negative exponent, you will just get the reciprocal of 2 cube. So, that will be 1 over 2. Then, get the positive version of the exponent, 3. So, that's equal to 1 over, so 3 factors of 2, 2 times 2 times 2. So, that will be 1 over 8. Next, negative 2 raised to negative 3. So again, this negative is just the sign of 2 to the negative 3. The base is just 2. So just copy this negative sign in front. And then, 2 to the negative 3 is the same as 1 over 2 to the positive 3. So we will have negative of 1 over 3 factors of 2 again. So 2 times 2 times 2. So we have negative 1 over 8. Next, we have negative 2 raised to negative 3. So this time, the negative 2 is the base because it's enclosed in the parentheses, raised to negative 3. So we will apply 1 over negative 2 raised to positive 3. So it's equal to 1 over 3 factors of negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So we will have 1 over negative 2 times negative 2, that's 4, times negative 2, negative 8. So 1 over negative 8, or you can put the negative sign in the middle of the fraction. So it's negative 1 over 8. Next, negative of negative 2 raised to the negative 3. So we have a sign here in front, so just copy. And then the base is negative 2 again raised to the negative 3. So we will have 1 over negative 2 raised to the third. So negative of 1 over, so we know that negative 2 raised to the third is equal to negative 8, right? So we have negative divided by negative, that will become positive, right? So we will have positive 1 over 8. Okay, let's try this next set of exponential expressions. So 2 to the fourth means 4 factors of 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2, it's 4. Times 2, it's 8. Times 2, 16. Negative 2 to the fourth. So the base is negative 2. So 4 factors of negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2, that's 4. Times negative 2, negative 8. Negative 8 times negative 2, positive 16. Next, we have negative 2 to the fourth. So this negative is just the sign of 2 to the fourth. So just copy the negative. And then 2 to the fourth is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we have negative of, we know that 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 16. So the final answer is negative 16. Next, negative of negative 2 to the fourth. So we have a negative sign in front, just copy. And then the base is negative 2 raised to the fourth. So 4 factors of negative 2. So that's negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. So we know that negative 2 to the fourth is equal to positive 16. But there's still a negative sign in front. So therefore, it should be negative 16 as the final answer. Next, 2 to the negative 4. This time, law of negative exponent. So we will have 1 over 2 to the positive 4. Again, we will have 1 over 4 factors of 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 1 over, we know that 4 factors of 2 is equal to 16. So we have 1 over 16. Next, negative of 2 to the negative 4. We have a negative sign. So just copy that. Then we have 1 over 2 to the positive 4. So that's equal to negative 1 over 4 factors of 2. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So negative of 2 factors of 4, that's 16. So negative 1 over 16. Next, negative 2 to the negative 4. Again, the base is negative 2. So we will have 1 over negative 2 raised to the fourth. So that's equal to 1 over 4 factors of negative 2. So 1 over, we know that 4 factors of negative 2 is equal to positive 16. 1 over 16. And then finally, we have negative of negative 2 raised to negative 4. So we have a negative sign in front, just copy. Then 1 over, the base is negative 2 raised to the fourth. So negative of, 4 factors of negative 2. So we will have negative 1 over, so 4 factors of negative 2, we know that's positive 16. So the final answer is negative 1 over 16. Okay, now it's your turn to try to solve these problems and just comment your answers.